All right, welcome back, everybody. Quick update. It's 6:38, and it's 95 degrees outside. I, I don't understand. It's hot as hell. I'm trying to wait for the sun to go down so I can really work in the van. Um, and record this video for you guys, show you guys the layout and stuff. But I think I'm actually gonna have to just get started. So I'm gonna run to the store, grab me some water, and some bread, get that done. When I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and show you what I've been doing in the van so far and the big layout change. Catch you in a minute. There's music every Thursday. I think today they're having bluegrass today. Last week they actually had a jazz band. It was actually pretty cool. Free live music, man. Over here in the resting area by the Wegmans. If y'all know where it is, come and get it. Hey y'all. All right, we back at it again. I've already ran to the store, got my water, got my bread, and now I'm getting ready to give you guys a quick update on what I've done so far. It's still hot, man. The sun is gone, but it's still 90 something degrees. I just checked the thermometer. It is, or thermostat, whatever you want to call it. Not thermometer. That's when you're sick. Thermostat. It is still 90 something degrees. So the van is running. The AC is running in the van, so it might be a little loud. I apologize for that, but we can get this video going because I want to go ahead and start taking. Well, I'll show you. I got to show you my layout change too. Now here we go. Excuse the noise. So let me. Somebody on a motorcycle. That thing was loud. All right, so check it out. Minus the trash and, well, this is my trash bag, and ignore that stuff. I'm living in the van, y'all. Y'all know how it is. Anyway, I have my bug net installed. Right, I did that. As you can see, obviously, I started working on my kitchen. Started working on the kitchen, the guts of the galley. But I'm gonna step inside. The floors are done. Let's step inside and let's close the door because it is hot. Also, directly straight across, I started working on the walls because I wanted to test out. I'll step inside. It's hot. Come on. So, started working on the walls really in a way. I just wanted to test it out, see what's the best way it can stick up there. And I'm glad I tested it out, right? Because check this out, y'all. Look. Starting to separate a little bit. I'm using these wood screws. Like this one isn't going deep enough. I'm not so much worried about this area, and I'll tell you why in a second, but let me pivot. So that's what I've gotten done so far. I've been living with the bed like this for at least about 2 months now, I would have to say. Yeah, just about. I mean, no, it hasn't been that long. About a month and a half. Started working on the kitchen galley, right? Just the guts, of course, because I wanted to get it in place and kind of start to get a feel for the space. You know what I mean? Like, see what it feels like to live in the space. So, initially, I did my bed. It was cross. I guess what that country, east-west. I did my bed initially east-west. Right where the windows are, east to west. I laid down, I tested for a couple of nights. I can actually fit, because it's exactly about 76 and a half inches, 77 inches directly. But what made me uncomfortable was my feet kept touching the window, and I was afraid that I'm going to kick the window out at nighttime. So I scrapped that layout. Then I went to this layout, the north to south, just to see what that would be like. So I've been living with it for a little while. It works, right? It's comfortable. I got the full length of my bed, a full length queen size mattress on here. Plenty room, as you can see. I mean, it doesn't take up the entire width of the van, and it's very comfortable. I love it. This layout. It's like from a practicality of like ease when it comes to the bed. This layout works really well. You don't have to make your bed every day in the sense of like put the bed together. It's always there. Like you see, my bed is already made. So tonight, if I was to leave it like this, I would just climb right in. Voila, it's done, right? But we're getting ready to change that layout. So the reason I'm changing the layout is because after living with it for a month and a half, I realized that what the functionality of it doesn't work for my use case scenario. And I'll show you what I mean. For example, all that garage space under there is amazing. It's huge, but I don't need it. And the reason being is because I'm not traveling full time at the current moment. I'm local where I am because my daughter's still in high school. So, I'm not going anywhere until she graduates, from high school or whatever. So with that being said, I wanted a more functional space, a more multi-use space in the back of the van than it just being solely dedicated just to a bed. So I'm going to take this out and I'm going to build benches that turn into a bed, which you guys already know how that goes, right? There are tons of videos on YouTube. But for my use case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bench that goes here, across, and then comes back up. So it's going to be a nice U shape, and I'll be able to use it as, maybe 2 or 3 people on one end, 2 to 3 people in this end, so you can get maybe 5 to 6 people in the back alone, which gives a lot more use to the back of the van, like when we go camping and different things of that nature. I still have my front swivel seat, so that's still swivels, so that adds another seating area. Maybe someone can pop up like a folding chair right here so we didn't have more people sitting. So it can accommodate a lot more people. Also, I'll have a table in the middle, which will allow me to work in the van, because right now I can't edit or do anything. I mean, I can. I just don't have a table. I have this seating area right here, but I don't have a table. So that will give me my bench seats, sleeping area, sitting area, work area, lounge area. If I don't want to sleep, I can kind of sit and brace myself against the back of the wall. Gives me a lounge, so like 2 individual lounge areas. So I get multiple uses out of the space. And so I'm changing my layout. And the reason I wanted to like make this video is because I'm actually happy that I lived in it for a month and a half, because it allowed me to really understand like, this is exactly what I need and what I don't need. You know what I mean? I think if I had just went full steam ahead like I was in the beginning, and just build everything out, I would have realized after everything was in, like, oh, this layout is not really functional or best use case for my scenario. So I'm glad that I've kind of like slowed down, not only intentionally, but because it's ridiculously hot outside. So that's what's getting ready to happen. I'm getting ready to put my phone down, put it on record or whatever for you guys. I'm getting ready to take my mattress out. I'm going to take that into storage. Then I'm going to take the bed apart, just so I can start this process of redoing that backspace. All right? Catch up with you later. So just a quick little view of how I did the bed. I got the IKEA Scorver beams. So I have one there, one here, and one here. If anyone is looking to build this bed the same way, just the layout they want. I then went and bought the king bed slats from IKEA, not the queen. Matter of fact, here's the item number right there. Right? I bought the king, not the queen. Let me see if I can get that to focus. There we go, right there. Because that gave me the length and the width that I needed. And then what I did was I bought some heavy duty Velcro. So you can see it right here. And then I put Velcro on the bottom of each end of the slat and literally just Velcroed it down. So without having to use any drills, without having to drill into the scorper beams or anything, heavy duty Velcro works. It doesn't move. This thing has not moved since I built it. And then I also added some in-between supports with some, what are these, 2x3s? Yes, these were 2x3s. I think, no, or 2x2s. Hold on, let me see. Nope, 2x3s. 2x3s. And I'm using some anchors, like some, what are they called? I can't remember what they're called, but anyway, like the beam anchors you get from Home Depot. That's in like the, in the fence or the framing section. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gave me some extra support in between. So in case someone wants to build this bed, that's how I did it. The scorper beams also have the holding brackets, right? You know, so I have a total of 6 holding brackets, 3 scorper beams, and 4 2x3 extra supports. All right, y'all, this is what it looks like with the bed removed. I need to sweep the floors and stuff, but now I have my all this space back, so now we can start working on the benches. I had already started some of my plumbing, as you can see, right up in there. I'm gonna pause on that and get the benches done first, because this plumbing is going to be enclosed in the bench. So I want to make sure that, you know, that it's in there. So my only thing that I need to account for is my freshwater tank. It sits up pretty high. It sits like about right here. So that means the bench on either side is going to be about here. It's going to be about here. That means I'm going to have to build a step up, so you won't feel like you're sitting and your legs are dangling or whatever. So either which way, it's done. I'm tired. It's 9 o'clock at night. As you can see, it's pretty much almost dark outside, but yep. So I'm going to clean up, get my mattress back in here, and it's chill. So I'll check back with you guys on another video. Anyway, thank you again for stopping by. I appreciate you. Catch you on the next one.